when you're creating, especially when it comes to the final stages of your projects, your audience comes last. And to me, that really meant a lot. I feel like when it comes to the final stages or the process of the creative process, especially when you're finishing a project, it's really hard to determine whether people will enjoy your work or not. I've learned my lesson over the years, and I've learned that people enjoy the end goal of your project. People don't really care about the process, they really care about the end goal. And once I started to understand that I'm creating for me and my experiences, and because I'm creating about this journey of life that has been given to me, I just want others to relate. That's the whole reason behind my projects is relating with people, relating with the human experience, relating with people that go through the everyday things in life. That's my whole project goal, man. I just want to know as creators, like, what keeps you inspired. You know, I feel like for me, what keeps me inspired is music, and hearing other creatives speak their mind, and hearing other creatives speak their mind on what they go through in life. Not only what they just go through in life, how they go through it. What is their thought process? And I feel like there's so much words to say that we sometimes just put all those words into our creative work. And that's what you call the creative process. You know, I feel like as creatives, the only way to create your best work is to take a break from the world. To just take a break, you know? It's not a bad thing to take a break. People don't realize that the amount of work that goes in to make something is a lot of work, and it takes a lot of months, days. Sometimes you feel like you're crazy. Sometimes you just feel like, bro, what is the point of creating this? Recently, I started only listening to beats. And the reason being is because I remember listening to the podcast with Andre 3000 and Rick Rubin. I'm pretty sure some of you guys heard of it, but Andre 3000, you know, he started listening to beats more to be able to create his own words through the sound. And that's what I started doing. One thing I realized is beats really help me study. They help me create a world that I never thought I could create. I'm able to come up with ideas, and the happiness with the ideas I'm coming up with, I'm able to just bring it to life. I feel like it's hard to relate sometimes because not everybody's going through the same thing that you're going through. But to the people that are going through the same thing I'm going through, which is understanding your journey as a creative and not wanting to give up, even though a lot of people compliment your work, compliment who you are, compliment your thought process. I really don't know where I'm going with this, but this channel's just my cozy thoughts. And whoever sees this, please tag along with your ideas and your ideology and what you believe in as a creative. Because how I see the world, I really see the world through stories and my creative experience and what I go through in an everyday life. Because I feel like what I go through, I'm able to relate with a lot of people. And I feel like that's just for everybody too. I feel like we're meant to do so much better in this life. I know this is probably crazy to say, but if you were to die tomorrow, would you feel satisfied? And truly, me, I would not feel satisfied because I feel like there's just so much more I can do. We get up every day wondering what are we gonna do, wondering why, like, what is our vision? What is my vision? I feel like I get lost in this process, and I get lost understanding who I am daily. Maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm delusional, but I know God gave me a gift to relate to those that are going through the same thing as me. You know? It's you versus you. Nobody's gonna save you, to be honest. So, if you're able to believe in yourself and believe in everything that you do and create the world that you truly want to create, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to understand who you are as a person. I feel like it's really hard in today's world to really try to make it, especially as a creative. Because me as a creative, I'm not so social media. I'm not really a social media person. And I feel like I don't really need social media because I'm never really on social media. And it's crazy that as creators, we have to use social media for our work in order to reach other people. How come there's not other ways and organic ways to reach other people? Why is it that for the people that don't post every day, that it just seems like their work is not much? But in reality, the work that they put in is a lot. I think for me as a creative, I enjoy the creative process. And that goes from naming the project to how this project is making me feel. I mainly create projects based on how I feel, what I'm going through, what is my thought process for the week. You know, a lot of inspiration comes around me. You know, what podcasts inspired me, what music inspired me, who are the people around me that inspired me. And I feel like the creative process or the creative journey when making a project, a album, you know, a video project, you know, a design, a fashion design, a clothing design, matter of fact, I feel like that all takes time and inspiration. And back to what I'm saying is, I enjoy the creative journey, starting from naming the project to writing down what it means, to writing down the characters that are going to be part of this project, to what clothing design represents this project. And how I create through feeling. I create through an experience. Majority of my pieces were inspired from a story within my life. I don't create pieces just to create them, just to put them out for money. I had this thought process about, you know, I sometimes don't even like to put value on my pieces because they just mean so much to me. I feel like value doesn't really create your pieces. I just feel like it should be worth more than value. It should be worth more than just wanting to put it on the market. I feel like you should be able to want to sell your clothes because it meant so much to you, and now you're giving it off to another person. You know, every color tells a story. In my camera, this looks like I'm gonna say like a dark grayish, but it's actually forest green. And I just enjoy being able to create designs that relate to people, that relate to me, that relate to the journey that I'm going through. And like I said, I feel like this channel is really gonna be me relating to those that want to have a conversation about the creative process and what we go through as creatives, because it should really be talked about, you know? It should really be talked about what our thought process is during this journey. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I be sad, and that's inspiration, to be honest. And I sometimes put those sad feelings into my work, and that sometimes inspires my work too. Some of the things that help me go through the creative journey and help me get out of the creative block is music, taking a walk, hearing other people's ideas and journeys, and being around with people that share their everyday experience. What helps you get through the creative block? Let me know in the comments, because I want to be able to understand everybody and take some of those ideas that you guys have put in the comments and put it into my life as inspiration. You know, what inspires you? Who inspires you? Why do they inspire you? I feel like this channel is more so of, I want to think of it as like a creative therapy, a creative thought process. I'm naming this channel Cozy Thoughts because every thought that I'm saying right now is not planned. I'm just talking to you right now as we're having a regular conversation. And I want to be vulnerable. I know I shouldn't be vulnerable online, but I feel like this page is just a diary. And I want to be able to see the growth and the topics that I truly will be talking about in the future. So, welcome to episode 1 of Cozy Thoughts, and thank you for tuning in. I truly appreciate every single one of you guys, and I hope you all have an amazing day. Thank you.